All right, I guess we're live. Sorry, I'm not on the proper setup, but internet's out, storms through, but phone still got it, so fuck it. Anyways, as you can see from the title, um, that 3.5 hour animation, only to end in a still shot. I don't know, people. If you're an investor in that Firefly company, I'd be firing up your lawyers. That's the single largest crock of shit I ever seen in my life. And I am not one of those moon landing deniers, but after I see shit like that, you cannot convince me in this day and age that we cannot like strap a GoPro to this shit or something the equivalent thereof that's designed to operate in the vacuum of space and fucking live stream that shit. Yeah, there'll be a delay, whatever. Are you kidding me? Stupidest shit I ever seen in my life. And I'm not a moon landing denier, or at least I fucking wasn't. Now I'm starting to question the shit because, again, you cannot convince me that you can't take modern technology and park that son of a bitch with a camera. I want to see the full descent stage all the way down, all the way down. Park that fucker right next to one of our previous exploration sites. You can kill two birds with one stone. It'd be great for science. It'd be great for a lot of things, but you won't fucking do it. And all we get is a shit ass animation. Sorry, I don't buy it. I don't fucking buy it. Like, I'm having to rethink a lot of shit now because I thought of one thing when I was going through all this nonsense. By the way, I'm a fucking rated pilot. Okay. There are airframes that have been certified since the early fucking 40s that are still flying to this day. There's military shit that's still flying. The B 52 is an airframe that's been around forever. Forever. They didn't lose any of the data on that fucker. I'm pretty sure you can go get the fucking shit on Google right now. Like, there are dudes that restore World War II warbirds that fucking have access to the original print. So don't tell me that we lost the telemetry for the fucking shit. I'm not buying that as a fucking excuse anymore, especially after what I just saw today. I watched 3 hours of fucking animation to end in a still shot. The whole time I'm thinking, oh cool, eventually you're gonna show the descent stage. We're gonna get to see the landing. Like I said, if I invested in this motherfucking company, I'd be firing up my lawyers wondering where the fuck it all went. Where'd my money go? You rented out a fucking a convention center in Reno in the off season and filled it full of a bunch of fucking actors so they could cheer when the animation fucking. I don't fucking buy it, man. Not when I watch SpaceX launch multi-story size grain silos into orbit with what I think is their equivalent of a fucking GoPro strapped to the side. This thing circles the Earth a couple times, and then I watch it burn up and explode in real time. And you're telling me we can't do what was the delay, if I remember correctly, between communications and the moon and the Apollo astronauts? Only a couple seconds. It's 1960s technology. What the fuck? Sorry, I just. How? How? I don't get it. Someone commented earlier, and you're right. Yes, it is still flying. The B 52 is still fucking flying. Jesus Christ. And that's not the only airframe. There. Look, I get the how we can't really reproduce the F1 engines, and I understand that because just the tools to make the shit don't exist anymore. Like, we've evolved past that. But you can't tell me that the drawings, the data, That shit, no, no. And after what I saw today, I just like the moon landing deniers. Point for you guys. I don't even know how you fucking defend that. Fucking Scott Manley, I watch. It's like, dude, shut up. If you weren't just calling that shit out as a complete hoax, you've lost your credentials, dude. But no, he's running interference. Atlas rockets, but yeah, we lost the tech. Exactly, Spirit. Thank you. Fucking horse shit, man. Absolute horse shit. Like I said, fucking rated pilot. I love aviation. I love everything about it. I love to fly. That's fixed and rotor wing, by the way. So I'm, dude, like I'm passionate about this stuff. I'm a rocket geek, you know. But the shit I saw today, I've seen more convincing shit out of 1960s Star Trek. Like it's just what? None of this makes any fucking sense to me now, dude. It's like, and I'm starting to wonder, man. Like, I bet a lot of that bullshit funding that's getting cut off, I bet some of it was circling back through NASA. And that shit was funded, quote unquote, by NASA. It was a partnership, right? Yes, of course it was. It was even way worse looking. It's the stupidest shit I ever seen. Dude, I'm starting to think, dude, either there's something there they don't want us to see again, or we never were there in the fucking first place. It's like I'm in two camps on this one because like it still would have been harder to fit. Like this is hard for us to understand in modern days because back then, dude, we didn't have visual editing like we have now. So there's stuff they would have had to have faked with lighting that is would have been impossible for the technology of the time. So I do believe that. So I still believe we went there, but it's like why won't they show it? They can prove it. They like, dude, especially with Starlink now. Are you fucking with me, dude? You telling me that was the whole point of Starlink was to have no interference, no matter where the Earth is in rotation. Doesn't fucking matter. That was the whole fucking point of it. And you're telling me you landed this fucking trash piece of shit fucking thing on the land? Fuck off. And all you gave me was 3 hours of fucking animation and a bunch of people circle jerking in Nevada. Because that wasn't. I know where that convention center is. I've been there for a pool convention, and it's run the fuck down now. It's so cheap. Dude, like you and a few homies can rent that fucker out this time of year. So whoever invested in this shit, sorry. You gotta be some kind of now. Look, here's what I think actually happened. I think the moon is something that, and here's and again, I'm in the weird camp on this one because there is a written record of the moon not existing in human existence. And if you look at all the anomalies with the moon, there is no other moon that we know of in the observable universe that has the same characteristics of ours. It is either one in a motherfucking million or, dude, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's harder to explain than it is to justify, put it that way. Like if we could see it other places like, oh, this is normal for its mass, its size, and its perfect orbit, and the fact that it's a fucking like cent or whatever the fuck I can't remember the term for it, but we only see one side of it at all times. There's something up there we're not supposed to know about, and I think we did figure that shit out in the '60s, and they just won't. It's like the space version of the Epstein files, man. That's what I think it is. I think it has something to do with disclosure, like. Well, yeah, dude. Yeah, think about it this way, man. Like, because think of what happened after we left the Apollo missions. After we gave up on the Apollo missions, like technologically, we fucking pew, like the whole digital renaissance was ushered in after the Apollo missions. Like, and one could argue that a lot of it was, post-war shit from all the Nazi scientists we brought over, which is true. I mean, all that shit's it's not a secret anymore, but they wanted it to be a secret for a while. And I don't put it above the government to erase shit that they shouldn't, because they're fucking stupid. But after what I saw, dude, come on, man. SpaceX gives us fucking life. We saw vehicles on re-entry for the first time ever. Like we had a live feed of these fucking things coming back into orbit. You got to see shit fucking flaking off. You get real time shit because of Starlink. You can't tell me you can't transmit that to the moon when we were apparently in the 60s. We were talking to people from Houston, right? Like, and we didn't have all that fucking infrastructure at that time. So there's no fucking excuse. Dude, every Firefly investor should be fucking firing up lawyers and fucking calling bullshit. That was a fucking work. The whole thing, man. That was a government fucking work. You can tell that these first private sector landing. Prove it. Prove it. Better, right? Thank you. Thank you. Like what people will accept now is ridiculous. Like I said, man, Scott Manley, what was so he's like trying to fucking explain away the complete like herring, the red elephant in the fucking room, man. Like it's just the red herring elephant. It was, dude, like I said, if I was an investor, I'd be so pissed. I'd be madder than dog shit. I'd be so fucking mad. Like, and again, this just gives more ammunition to the moon landing deniers. 100% it does. Because now I'm fucking questioning the shit. Because I know we have the technology to park shit. We've surveyed the moon we know, dude, the math isn't in question anymore. Apparently we had it worked out in the 60s. So fuck if we can't find the old telemetry. If we're doing it now, park one of them motherfuckers right next to one of our shit. It's still there, right? The descent stages are still there for all the Apollo landings, and apparently we put them. They landed right in the same area. Apparently, I don't fucking know, but I don't buy it anymore, man. I don't. We've been lied to about so much other shit, and they caught us, or we caught them. So now what? I don't know. Anyways, that was my little live rant. Thanks, Spirit, for joining me. I think you and a few other people dropped in. Appreciate it. But I had to just get that off my fucking chest, man. It just now I'm really gonna not see. I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna go in the more common sense direction for the deniers. Look, if anyone who's a denier that watches this later on, don't go in all into the weeds and the shit. You can't see the forest through the trees type of shit. Keep it simple. We are still flying airframes to this day that are certified for combat that predate the moon landing. So where did all the evidence? Where did it all go? I get why we can't reproduce it because a lot of the tooling's gone, but not all of it. I mean, we really could if we wanted to reproduce it. We could. 100% we could. Would it be worth it per the dollar? Fuck no. But there's no mystery in this shit. So why can't we can live stream skyscraper sized fucking grain silos and some of which come back and get caught by a skyscraper with arms. We can see all that real time. At least Elon's investors get to see what the fuck they're paying for. They get to see it. This Firefly shit, whoever private invested in that, if that isn't just a total government scam, fire up your fucking lawyers. You got robbed. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for everybody that joined me on this. And it was just my quick little rant. See ya.